Welcome to Season 2 of the 7-Day Challenge, a one-of-its-kind challenge created by ASA Ventures to discover and activate the most promising business ideas within 7 days. In this challenge, the ASA team needs to pick an untitled, unplanned business still in the idea stage, build an MVP, and generate revenue by the end of 7 days. So let's follow the team as they build a business in just 7 days. To lead this process to the next 7 days, we have Samreen Shaikh, the lead startup booster at ASA. In order for Samreen to start her project, she first needs an idea. The person to help is Rita, who screens startup ideas for ASA's incubation center. After reviewing 10 startup ideas, Rita narrows it down to 3 viable prospects and pitches a third option which she believes would be the best contender for the challenge.
There is an e-commerce platform for contact lenses. That's a third option. That could work. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
E-commerce platform for contact lenses. Interesting, but how many competitors do we have at the moment?
Well, it's a big market. There are maybe 3 or 4 competitors at the moment in the UAE.
3 or 4 competitors, not bad.
And also, it depends. So each of these competitors are different from each other.
So, have you met the founder?
Yeah, we've met him. He's a pretty nice guy, very enthusiastic.
Do you think he'll be willing to come to the office like immediately so that we can get started with this? Because, again, today is the first day and we really need to get started.
Yep, we can get that. We can get that to happen.
I think the project is quite intriguing and exciting, considering there are a few competitors in the market. I need to make sure we capitalize on this and hope this plays out well.
Right after the meeting, Rita has chased the founder and confirmed that he is happy to meet with Samreen. Before moving to the next stage, Samreen needs to have legal approval before starting the new business. Without legal approval, the team cannot start the project and will be forced to go back to the drawing board.
Alright, so this time for the 7 days challenge, I've taken up an e-commerce company which sells contact lenses. Do you think we have the legal capacity to carry this out? Do we have the trade license in place and everything?
Yes, we do have, and even within our ASA portfolio, we have a couple of e-commerce companies, so you can start this business by today itself.
With the legal approval out of the way, it's time now for Samreen to get the ball rolling on operations. Samreen's next stop is a meeting with the head of business development to discuss potential business partners.
The concept is very simple. We'll be selling contact lenses on an e-commerce platform. And there are 3 or 4 distributors, which are the big boys up there, and they are distributing to these 3 or 4 e-commerce companies. And I want to get in touch with these guys. So I need your help. If you think you have someone who you can put me in touch with, and I can actually use your contact as a help.
Sure. I'm happy that you came to me. I mean, I know a couple of people. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna search my contacts. I'm gonna give you some numbers. So after that, you can figure out your way.
Definitely. Okay. Yeah.
If you need anything apart from it, if I'm available, you can just come to me. Otherwise, you can just give me a call.
I'm honestly relieved that Heather was able to come through and provide her support. Having his support will definitely help me get in touch with the right people faster.
It's time for Samreen to introduce the project to the team. Praneeth is the marketing manager at ASA and he will deal with all of the marketing aspects to the next 7 days. Ozzy is the head of creatives and he will work on all of the graphic aspects of the project. Finally, we have Azhar, the head of production. He will make sure that all of the website content is working flawlessly.
What I will require from each one of you is obvious, right? I need domain registration, I need the website upload, the web development, everything from your end. With Praneeth, I will need digital marketing. I need your help, your input while we create images for the website itself. And with Ozzy, of course, I'll need images for the social media and I will need images for the website itself. So all of those we need, and we'll need a combined effort from the entire team.
We have a lot of tasks now. We have to complete the priority jobs. How can we finish in 7 days? Is a new brand.
Not in the ideal world, but even generally speaking, I think we should be getting enough of time before we venture into something like this because we need to get those numbers in there. We need to create a strategy based out of the research that comes out of it. It'll be so random if we just go and we try something again. Last time it worked for us. Obviously, we are accountable for each thing that we are doing, which is why even I am with Aussie when it comes to working with such tight deadlines. So I like the 7-day bit. Probably we can pull off everything within that time.
I have to create website in an e-commerce platform within 2 or 3 days. So that's not even a challenge. It's sort of impossible for me to create one e-commerce website in 2 days.
I know, guys, there's a lot of work, but there's no going back. We have to do this.
Well, for one, I've been here before. Now, the only difference is we don't have any salespeople to support us. My team would be solely responsible to convert customers and drive the sales. So there's a lot of pressure and accountability for my team, but I'm excited to take this on.
I think the team had their own reservations, and I could really feel their hesitancy. You know, sometimes steering the individual team members towards a common goal can be challenging, but at the end, I'll have to make sure that it's all going to be worth it.
With the team up to date, it's now time to give a name and create a logo for the new business. The specialist in this area is none other than Praneeth. After hearing a few options, let's see which one is Samreen's favorite.
I care.
Yeah, it's basically the same as the previous one.
I like I care.
Oh, you do? That's, well, at least we are going somewhere. with
Yeah,
what
I
we're
like
doing.
I care. What else do you have?
The final one is more with the region that we are at. So it has a little bit of Indian, a little bit of subcontinent. It's called Eyena. So I is basically the eye, and Eyena is more like a mirror. So these are things that we were sitting and we were discussing, and the team came up with.
Does this mean something in Arabic? Aina? Beautiful eye.
Beautiful eyes. Well,
Wow. All right. I like I care and I like Aina,
okay.
but I like I care more.
For me, all the
Play
options
around
are
with
shared by the team, so we were very much aligned to the thought process. So that being said, we'd like whatever you prefer.
I love
we
I
don't-
care.
We
I
don't
totally
have
love
any
it.
filters over there.
Let me call Ozzy and we can brief him about how we want to go about with the logo design and everything.
Sure.
Let's see.
Hello?
Hi Ozzy, can you join me and Praneeth? I would love to have you here so that we can actually discuss how do we go about the logo. Hi Ozzy.
How are you doing?
So I and Praneeth have concluded with the name for the project that we discussed today morning.
Okay.
And it's going to be icare.ae.
I can.
Yeah, EYECARE.
It's very generic, one, yes, but it's such a simplified business that it works perfectly. It's taking care of your eyes. There's nothing more to it. There's no logic needed for it. It just says what it is. So that's the thought process behind eye care for us.
It's simple and easy readable.
Yeah.
Easy recognizable. All right. About the logo, I think only the colors. We need the fresh colors like the light blue, light green, turquoise, something like that. But
Something that's pleasant to the eye,
yeah,
basically.
but give me a time. I will figure out something.
I think we're on the same page. We're all on the same page. So, and I completely trust you. Whatever you're gonna come up with, I'm gonna love it.
With a brand name in place and the logo on the way, the next course of action is to secure a domain.
Asram, hi. I wanted to check with you if this domain is available. It's icare.ae. Can you check for me?
Okay, let me check. I care.
.ae.
Uh,
Oh my God, it's taken.
it's already taken. So, do you have any other domain in mind?
Let me just check. How about Eyena.ae? Eyena.
I know.
EYENA.
UIENA. Yeah, it's available.
Okay, let's secure this domain before we lose it, and I think probably, yeah, we're gonna use this.
Let me just. Okay.
I'm looking at the logo options. I'm working on it, and I will give them 2 or 3 options. I hope they will like it.
Hey Ozzy, we have a bit of a situation.
What happened?
Actually, we cannot go ahead with iCare.ae anymore.
I already start working on it.
I know, but the domain is unavailable, unfortunately, and we had to change the name. We've registered a domain for Eyena.ae, Eyena. I really want to give you your creative space to experiment whatever you want, but the problem is I want it ready by tomorrow. I'm really expecting it to be ready by tomorrow.
I will do my best.
Thanks, Ozzy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you, yeah?
See you.
Thanks.
Samreen dropped a bomb on me. I pause all my tasks to able to deliver the iCare logo in time. And now I need to go back to the drawing board and construct something from scratch all over again, but...
This is totally my fault. I can't believe I missed checking on the availability of the domain before finalizing the brand name. And I know I've put Ozzy in a tough situation, but I trust he'll be able to come up with something by tomorrow.
Moving on, it's time to pick a website template, and Samreen already has one in mind. Saira, the web developer at ASA, will be helping Samreen to set up the website.
See, because it's contact lenses and there are very limited number of products that we'll be featuring, so let's go for something that is limited listing also.
On the shop
This
listing.
is good. This is good, definitely.
Yeah.
You have
Even
filters on the left side.
Colors, brands, price, and different categories.
All right. So do me one thing. Check if you have any sort of bugs in this theme, because if there are bugs, it's gonna hinder the process completely for you.
With the website getting ready, it's time for Samreen to meet with marketing to decide the website content.
The About Us, which is the basic, the structure for the menu. I think we do it brand-wise. That's what I believe is the best way to go, because mostly the people who are wearing lenses, they know exactly what they want.
What brand and what product are they getting into? They know.
Yeah. Let's also do a competition research in which we understand how are they showcasing their information, and accordingly how we can make it better for people to navigate through the website. The best way of engaging customers on the website is the user experience itself. That's why I'm very particular about this. So once we start working on the user experience and perfecting it, you know, bit by bit, that's when we've achieved success for me.
Sure, that I'm completely aligned with that, because that's, if you're selling online, then we might as well get the purchase journey to be as simple as possible.
Samreen was very particular about the UI and UX, and I completely agree with her. Being an e-commerce platform, we'll need our website to be seamless. We'll be looking at competitors also and seeing how we can maximize our potential.
It's nearly the end of the day and tensions are building up. There has been no contact with the founder. What will Samreen decide to do?
The founder has not shown up to the office, and it's the end of the day. I don't know where this is going. So have you been able to speak to him?
I spoke to him right after a meeting, and he mentioned that he'll come to the office, but he didn't show up, and I called him several times after that, and he has not answered yet.
Oh God. Okay. So what do you think we should do now?
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue. We can try to call him. We can try to contact him tomorrow once again.
Yeah, we will have to. We will have to, because if in case he doesn't answer anymore, we'll have to change the project. We're like 6 steps ahead with this project, and changing the project right now would be...
I know, so inconvenient, I understand. Hopefully the founder answers tomorrow.
It's a loss of one day, and that one day is really big. There's no other option. All right, Rita, but if you happen to hear back from him, then please let me know, yeah?
I will.
All right, thank you so much. See you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
The end of day 1 is here. It was a busy day for the ASA team. This is just the start of the 7-day challenge. Join us on the next episode to find out if Samreen and her team can pull this off. Coming up next on the 7-day challenge.
Yeah, but we never spoke about that when we spoke in the morning. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. You don't understand. Whatever that you came up with, when do you think I can check back with you again? Will it be possible like towards the end of today?
No, it's impossible.